everyone, this is Shannon from the Irish Scrapper, and we are continuing today with more holiday cards. So this is the card that we are creating, very beautiful and shiny card today. And the stamp set that we are using is Star of Light, one of my absolute favorite sets in the catalog. I hope this continues. It is literally one of my favorites. You get lots of sentiments, beautiful images that can be done in any color. So today we are using Sweet Sugar Plum Silver and Whisper White. We're also going to use the Thinlits that come with this. So here's a few of them. I have the others already out for our big shot work. So let's go ahead and show you how I created this. I have a few pieces already done for us. So our card base is the Sweet Sugar Plum, and this is cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. We have a piece of silver foil that is cut at 3 3/4 by 5, and then our Whisper White is cut 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. So again, we're just giving ourselves a nice border so you can see these beautiful colors. So we can go ahead and adhere. Actually, I think we'll start with our ribbon and then we can adhere our layers. So I am using the silver glitter ribbon. This came in a combo pack or a trio pack. I will look and I will put it up on the screen. It came with the Sweet Sugar Plum, so we're going to use a little of each of those. And we are going to do this on the left-hand side of our card. So we're just going to give ourselves a little border. I think I moved that. Let me get one of these down. I'm just going to grab a piece of tape to hold this for me. Okay. Alright. Grab another little piece. Okay, that should do it. Alright, so let's grab the Fast Fuse. I love my Fast Fuse. I'm going to put a little around each because I do want it to stick to our foil. Okay, let me just move this aside for myself for a minute. Okay, that looks good. Alright, now we can lay this down. These are really pretty colors. The Sweet Sugar Plum is one of our in colors for 2016 to 2018. I haven't used this color in a while, and I really missed it. It's a really beautiful color. Okay, so you can see we have a nice, pretty border. Okay, so now we're going to do some big shot work. We are going to cut all of our stars. So let me bring in the big shot. Now I have my magnetic platform in here. I have my precision base plate. And then we're going to use one clear acrylic. So I am going to cut all 3 of our pieces. And when you're using this precision base plate, as you can see, with the magnetic plate, it is firmly stuck down to each other. But you want to be sure you move your dies around with this plate, so just keep that in mind. I'm going to put this down, and then I'm going to run this through a couple times. Just because these ones, this image isn't too bad, but some of the others are very delicate. Hopefully I'm not shaking the table too bad. And you want to be sure you get them down. So I'll set those aside. We'll do all 3. So that is our largest star. And this is what that die looked like. Now we're going to do our white. And we're going to do this delicate one. So I'm going to move to this side. It just helps with the evenness of your plate. Okay, I'll put the clear, whoops, let me hold this, kind of at a bad angle with the camera. I'm going to put that through a couple times. That's 2. Okay, that's 3. I'm sure I'm probably shaking the table here. Okay, so there's our other one. And now we have one more. So we're going to use a piece of silver foil. And we're going to lay that down and put this one through. Okay, that's 2. That's 3. Okay, let me get that out of our way. Now you can see with the foil, you will get some indents on your foil. I've found that it doesn't matter. You don't notice that when you're cutting dies like this. There's some tricks out there. Some people say to use some wax paper. I've also heard like thin computer paper. I've tried it, and I don't seem to find that much of a difference. So I've been doing it like this, and it works for the projects I've been doing. Let me get my die brush and my pad, and let's get this popped out. Sometimes this one needs a little bit of help to come out. So you can see it's loosened, and let me just find my little piercer, and I just help lift it in a few spots. It's very delicate, so I'm just being careful. But it comes out pretty easy, just like that. I think I have one spot there. Okay, so we will do our white piece now. You can see that center just popped out real quick. Okay. So again, this one is mostly up. You can see there's some pieces stuck behind there, and those will just fall right out. I got one caught. And we'll get that. So see, I don't want to pull it, so I'm just going to use my piercer to just help me lift that up. And I got that piece stuck on there. Okay, and then if you have any leftovers, you can do that. Let me clean this. And this one comes out pretty easy. This is more of a flat image. There you go. Okay, so that's done. Very simple, but very pretty. Okay, and so what whoops, I keep spinning it. What we're going to do is we're going to layer all of these together like that. Okay. So let's do a little bit of stamping. I'm going to use the Big Swoosh from that stamp set, and we're going to stamp that in the Sugar Plum. We're just going to ink that up. And I want to be sure I have the larger part at the top. And I am going to stamp towards the top because we're going to put our sentiment in the lower part of the card. So just give that a nice hold. Let that ink absorb. There we go. Okay, let me close this. Alright, so I think we'll do our stars. Again, with this stamp set, you definitely want to use your fine tip glue. Let me get that. And then Okay, and then we are going to use dimensionals to pop this up. So I am using edges of my dimensionals for this, especially for those longer pieces. So I'm kind of just cutting them on an angle. I'm not sure I'm going to like that edge. Let me get that edge off. Swirl back there. Okay, just like that. And let me find my scrap. So I have a scrap piece of Whisper White. This is probably, it's about 2 3/4, I guess, long. We are going to be stamping the Merry Christmas out of the Star of Light stamp set, and we're going to use the Sweet Sugar Plum for that. So let's try that again. I'll make sure it is inked up. Okay. Hopefully my head didn't get in that shot. Alright, that's better. Okay, we can close our Sweet Sugar Plums. So now I'm basically going to eyeball this. I'm going to layer this onto the silver to kind of get my placement. I just want to give a little border, and then I am just going to trim this out myself. I think I'll get my bigger scissors. And if you wanted to be more precise with that, feel free. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And we are going to flag those edges. So for the white, I don't think this will fit in my banner. Yeah. I'm going to use my old banner punch, and I'm going to flag the edges with that. And then I have my triple banner punch here. So I'm going to actually flip this over, and I'm going to stick my paper in here, and I just want to make sure I have it centered. Let me see. Maybe I should turn it up for myself. That looks pretty good. Okay, and then I'm going to punch that. Okay, so there you go. And then we're just going to layer these together, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to get some Fast Fuse. And I'm just going to line it up with this end, and then if I want to trim down the silver on this end, which I think I will just a hair, I'll still be able to do that. Okay, so we are going to put that down here, and then I have a little piece of Sweet Sugar Plum, and you'll notice how I've cut it. I've cut this way, and then I've cut this way, and I've done that so that I can fold it up and it looks like this. Okay, now in my original I had a little bit more space, and I stapled it to this edge, and I will try that, but I'm not sure I have enough space with this one since I was using scraps. Otherwise we can use a glue dot, something else. If I had my handheld stapler, it might be easier. So I'm going to stick this in my old stapler here. I don't know where my handheld stapler is. Okay, and I just want to be sure I'm not covering up my Merry. Okay, that's pretty good. It's not quite centered. You could always, cover that up with something if that concerned you, but it still looks cute. Alright, so again, we're going to use some dimensionals on that. I think I'll put 3. Alright, and then we will put that here. See, lots of dimension. Okay, so now, a couple more things. I have my rhinestones here, And I'm going to use a little bit of fine tip glue in the center just to be sure my rhinestone stays. Especially if you were mailing these, you wouldn't want them to fall off. So putting a little bit extra to hold with their travels is good. There you go. Awesome. Okay. And you could always change up your layers. I mean, you can see that the rhinestone kind of blends in with the silver. I like it that way, but you can always do opposite layers if you wanted it to pop more. And then I have my clear Wink of Stella, and again, I'm just going to take a little bit and go over the stars that's in the swoosh in the background here, just to give it a little more. And then I'm just going to do the edges of our white as well. I could have used white glimmer. That would be pretty too. You could add a little bit more Wink of Stella to the sentiment if you want. So there is our project for today. Gorgeous. Love it. So if you would like to purchase any of the products that we use today, please visit my online store at theirishscrapper.com. If you do not already have a demonstrator, I would love to be yours. If you have any questions, let me know. Or if you'd like a catalog, I can get one of those out to you. A few more things. So we are having some November promotions. We have some Stitched from the Heart framelits coming out November 1st, and we will have 25% off coordinating stamp sets. So great deal to get ready for those holiday projects. So look forward to that. You can check my blog. I'll have a link to take you directly to the store from there as well. And I thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Leave me a comment and let me know how you like all these holiday projects. And I look forward to being back with you soon. Bye-bye.